Wednesday Show. Wednesday Show. Wednesday Show. Hello, everybody. It is another wonderful Wednesday here from my condo. Today, we are going to be having the hopefully epic conclusion of our very long bracket series that we've been doing for quite some time of what is the best Disney soundtrack of all time. And yes, as we've been promising, we will have a special twist going on this evening as soon as we go through. We're not going to tell you what the twist is yet. I think a few people probably have figured it out over the last week, but we will see. But I'm very excited because I love the bracket series. I love finales of bracket series because it's a long journey to get to where we're going. Hello, Frank fam. How you doing? I'm just blabbing away over here until I'm waiting for people to pop on here. We do have a few people who are popping on right now. They are quiet in the chat room so far, but we'll give you guys a few minutes before we're actually going to start doing the actual bracket things because we don't want to have it so anyone misses out on all the excitement that's going to be going on this evening. I have no clue. Can't wait to hear the twist. I'm very excited about the twist. The twist is something that I've been. It's been a little bit more work than I was expecting it to be, but I think it's going to be exciting, no matter what. So, yeah, welcome, guys. It is the finale of the bracket series here at the Wednesday Show. But before we get to it, how's everyone doing out there? Is everyone doing well? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Anyone doing anything fun this week? When we first started doing the Wednesday show, it was the whole show was like that. I'd be like, hey, so what'd you guys do this week? And then I'd be like, oh, it looks like someone got their nails done. Oh, that's fascinating. And then we slowly evolved into the Wednesday show that we are now and forever will be. Okay, so let's get this party started. Tonight is the bracket series finale. We can't start it without starting off with a little countdown. Let's start the 818th episode of the Wednesday show in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 818th episode of the Wednesday Show. Today is April 23rd, 2025, and I'm your host, as always, Brent Dodge. Hello. Today we're going to be going through and wrapping up our finale of our most recent bracket series. We've got through a lot of different bracket series throughout the years, but this is going to be our most recent one that we are wrapping up tonight. But of course, before we get to that, let's talk about our news for the week. First off, thank you everyone out there who's been joining us for our Saturday in the Park. If you didn't already know, every single Saturday we do a live broadcast from someplace found throughout the Walt Disney World Resort. You never know where we're going to be coming to you from, but I promise you we will always be coming to you live from Disney. So make sure you join us every single Saturday over on my YouTube channel at 1 o'clock Eastern time. So join in the fun. As we go through here tonight, we will go into extra innings as well. If we go up in subscribers, we are starting off at 8,534 subscribers. So that goes up to 8,535. You guys have earned yourself a little bit more time alive. Yeah, that rhymed. And of course, if you guys didn't already know, we do have a brand new book out, A Closer Look at the Animal Kingdom's Dino Land USA. If you want to order one of your copies, make sure you stop by the Etsy shop, or you can also order yours over on Amazon as well to pick up your copy of my newest book. And tonight's episode, as always, is sponsored by our Patreon pals. Patreon pals. I don't know what we're doing. If you're one of our Patreon pals out in the chat room, give us an oh yeah. Thank you for being out there to help support the show and help us grow. Okay, guys, tonight is the finale night. Now because we still don't have a ton of people on, let's do a quick little background history on our bracket series and also on how this entire thing played out to get to where we are with our final four for this evening. So the bracket series actually started out about 14 years ago. It was right after I moved to this condo, which was almost 14 years ago. It was a little over 14 years ago that I moved here in this condo. And when we did that, March Madness was on. I love March Madness. And I said, you know what, we should do something that's kind of like the March Madness and have it so we have a bracket series. And then as time has gone on, we first started off with who's the best Disney character, then the best Disney movie, and then the best Disney attraction, and then the best Disney sidekick, and then the best Disney villain. And we've gone through a lot of bests. But about 2 or 3 brackets ago, we decided to switch up the game drastically. And when we switched it up drastically, it has become my new favorite way that we do the bracket series, because it used to be me going through and saying, well, I kind of feel like Cruella de Vil would be a number 1 villain, and I feel like Maleficent would be a number 1 villain, and I feel like maybe Jafar would be and I would choose what the matchups were going to be. And about 2 or 3 times ago, we completely switched up the game. And when we switched up the game, I feel like the game has become so much more exciting, so much more unpredictable, and so much more fun. So we went to you guys. You guys started to choose what you want to not just have on the thing. So, for instance, all 64 things that we started with, all 64 soundtracks that we started with in this series, all were picked by you out there, the viewer and the listener. I threw a few of my favorites in there as well, but we did not rank them. There was not a number 1. There was not a number 64. It was all jumbled up together, and then we randomly started having it. So you guys threw numbers at me, and those numbers all correlated to a specific song. And as those songs went head to head, randomly, we got rid of some favorites very early on because they went against some other favorites very early on. And then we also had some other ones that kind of made their way a lot further than I actually anticipated. So this is how we're doing it tonight, guys. Hey, Candace. So this is how we are doing it. Tonight is the finale of the bracket series. Bring a friend. Send the link out to people. Give the video a like. Help spread the word, because this thing could get bonkers tonight. Now, we only have 2 rounds. We've got the final 4 to get into the championship game, and then we also have the championship game. So, of course, we had to come up with another little twist to make this a whole lot more interesting for you guys. That twist is going to be revealed when it comes time to the point where we need to do the twist. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Right now, it's not that twist, though, so we're not going to do it right now. But overall, tonight's episode could be bonkers. So invite your friends, invite your family, invite your neighbors, your pizza delivery man, whoever it is. Send them all this way, because, guys, it is time to do a recap of exactly how our final 4 got to where they are today. Let's start us off with the earliest in the soundtrack universe, which would be Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins, of course, coming out back in 1964, started the first round of 64 to get into the top 32 by going head-to-head against the Fantasyland soundtrack. Mary Poppins won by an amazing amount of votes. Actually, they had all the votes to move on to the next round. Now, going from the 32 into the Sweet 16, Mary Poppins had another foe that, of course, would be a soundtrack in the park. It was the Critter Country soundtrack, featuring things like the Winnie the Pooh song, the Splash Mountain song, and a few other songs. Mary Poppins, once again, steamrolled over the competition to get into the Sweet 16. Going from the Sweet 16 into the Elite 8, Mary Poppins would go up against the Aristocats. Aristocats did not stand a chance against the nanny, who is practically perfect in every way. So Mary Poppins, once again, would steamroll into the Elite 8, where Mary Poppins would go head-to-head against its probably best foe so far, which would be Moana. And with Moana's win, or with the win over Moana, Mary Poppins would become one of our final 4. I've got a lot of people right now. Is it not working? Is it not working? No, okay. Some of my friends text like teenage girls, and they're in a group text with me right now, and they're anyway. Our next soundtrack that we are going head-to-head against. Let's go to the next earliest one, Mary Poppins 1964. Let's go to 1989. where we have the Little Mermaid. Mary Poppins started, or I'm sorry, not Mary Poppins. The Little Mermaid started off by going head-to-head against the Swiss Family Robinson soundtrack in the earliest round, where easily she took them under the sea. Then the Little Mermaid went head-to-head against Hercules, where she showed that she truly could go the distance, unlike Hercules, because then she would make it into this Sweet 16. Going in the Sweet 16, the Little Mermaid went up head-to-head against Mickey's PhilharMagic, and of course, she would go one step further, because she's a mermaid, she doesn't have steps, where she would then eventually be in the Elite Eight, where the Little Mermaid would take down Coco to finally make it into our Final Four. Our next movie in chronological order would be Beauty and the Beast's Tale as Old as Time. Beauty and the Beast actually started off with a very tough competition where Beauty and the Beast went head-to-head against the Casey's Corner Piano over at the Magic Kingdom. Although it was a close vote, it was one that Beauty and the Beast, of course, would show that they could stand the tale as old as time. Beauty and the Beast would then go head-to-head against one of the most difficult competitions in the entire round. Not just the entire round, the entire bracket, where Beauty and the Beast and the Lion King went head-to-head against each other, and Beauty and the Beast, of course, would come out on top. Then Beauty and the Beast did not have anyone remotely easy to go against, because Beauty and the Beast would then go head-to-head against Tarzan, and once again, beating down someone who probably could have won. Beauty and the Beast then finally went head-to-head against the entrants to the parks of both Magic Kingdom and Disneyland, and Beauty and the Beast eventually would make its way into the Final Four. Our final one throughout the entire thing is a rift-wrapped street rat. I don't buy that. Aladdin went head-to-head against another movie from the early 90s, The Rocketeer, where Aladdin showed that, yes, you know, maybe it can be a whole new world in the world of the top 32. In the top 32, Aladdin decided to take a little Hawaiian roller coaster ride and take down Lilo and Stitch to get into the Sweet 16. From the Sweet 16, Aladdin went head-to-head against Encanto, and of course, came out on top. In the Elite Eight, Aladdin went head-to-head against The Princess and the Frog, where Aladdin would make its way into the Final Four. We have four different soundtracks that are left. All four of these soundtracks are extremely unique because every single one of them has won not one, but 2 Academy Awards. All four of these films have won the Academy Award for Best Musical Score. That's right. Mary Poppins, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin, all four of them took home the Oscar for Best Original Score. Not only that, all four of these films came home with the Best Original Song. Chim Chim Cheree, Under the Sea, Beauty and the Beast, and A Whole New World. And my friends, it is time. We are going to the final round of this competition. We are starting off with 4. We're going down to 2, and then we're doing 1. But in the middle of all this, we also have a twist that is just waiting for us to be discovered. Let's get to our first competition of the night. I need 2 numbers between 1 and 4. This is going to be the last pick of the entire competition. 2 numbers between 1 and 4. The first 2 numbers to pop up in the chat room will be going head-to-head against one another. And then the 2 remaining ones will be going head-to-head against each other. This is to get in to the championship round. I need 2 numbers between 1 and 4. First 2 numbers to pop up are going to be going head-to-head against one another. First one up is number 4, and second one up is number... This is, by the way, our lowest turnout of the bracket series so far. So this could be very exciting or very boring. No one else is voting for a number. Right now we got number 4 against number 2. 4 against 2. 4 against 2 is going to be our first round of the night, which also means that 1 and 3 are going to be going head-to-head against one another as well. Let's get these written down here real quick. Okay, and then it'll be this one and okay. We have our final matchup to get into the championship round. First up, let's start off with Tale as Old as Time, true as it can be. barely even friends. Then somebody bends unexpectedly. Beauty and the Beast is one of the most iconic soundtracks of the entire Disney library. In this soundtrack, we've got things like Gaston, a banger. Little Town, another banger. I assume that's what banger means. I don't know. I'm old. I don't know. When kids say that a song's a banger, that's like, yeah, these rock on people. In addition to those ones, we also have songs like, of course, the amazing Beauty and the Beast, sung by Angela Lansbury in a single take. And yes, that is a very true story. Beauty and the Beast, of course, would be the song from the soundtrack that would go on to win the Academy Award for Best Original Song. Going up against Beauty and the Beast is another soundtrack that just shows you that when you put a great sound album together, it truly can give you a whole new world. Aladdin came out just a year after Beauty and the Beast, and with it, we still had one of the people who came from Beauty and the Beast moving on to make songs for Aladdin as well. Aladdin gave us songs like A Whole New World, Friend Like Me, You Never Had a Friend, Never Had a Friend, You Ain't Ever Had a Friend, Never Had a Friend, You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me. And then, of course, One Jump Ahead and so many other amazing songs. Both of these soundtracks are incredible, but only one can move on to the championship round. You've got 90 seconds to throw your votes in. Which soundtrack would you like to move on to the next round? Is it Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin? You've got 90 seconds starting right now. We do not have a lot of people watching right now. We've got about 12 people who are watching between Facebook and YouTube right now. So make your vote count, because this literally could come down to a single vote. If it's going to be like last week, also like towards the end of the show, it's like, oh, we got a lot of people watching. Last week we got up to like 37 people at the end who were watching and voting, but then it just kind of went downhill. You guys only have 75 seconds left. We've only got one vote in right now. It is Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin. Throw your votes into the comments. Which soundtrack is the better soundtrack of the two? I know which one I would vote for. But at the same time, both of these soundtracks are unbelievable. No matter which one wins or which one loses, I am going to be fine with whatever one moves on to the final round. Actually, between all four of our final songs, soundtracks, I honestly feel like all four final soundtracks are worthy of the championship title. Oh, and I forgot, we still have this over here too. My prediction that we put down at the first day. Okay, you guys have about 15 more seconds to vote. We've got a few people out there who have not voted yet. So if you're one of those people and you want to vote for either Beauty and the Beast soundtrack or the Aladdin soundtrack, you've got about 10 seconds now to throw your vote in. Otherwise, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got one vote for Beauty and the Beast, 2 votes for Beauty and the Beast, with 2-1, Aladdin's got a vote, 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, 5-2, Beauty and the Beast is wrapping it up and making its way to the final two. Okay, Beauty and the Beast. And you know what? We're going to do this too. Oh, wait. Our other one, we have The Little Mermaid. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, because it is a song. Little Mermaid has an amazing soundtrack featuring songs like Under the Sea, of course, which won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. We've got Part of Your World, another incredible song. And then, of course, things like Fathoms Below, which is a song that most people just completely forget about, but I think it's a great song. Or We Are the Daughters of Triton. And even things like Those Poor Unfortunate Souls in Pain, in Need. Overall, The Little Mermaid is a solid soundtrack from start to finish. However, going up against The Little Mermaid is another soundtrack that is solid from start to finish. Because in 1964, the Sherman Brothers took out an amazing soundtrack in the film Mary Poppins, where we had songs like "It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious," even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, we know. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. We got just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. We've got chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cheree. This is the song that won the Academy. And then so many others, including Walt Disney's personal favorite song, Feed the Birds, Tuppence a bag. But overall, from start to finish, we have another amazing soundtrack going up against another amazing soundtrack. And I'm going to give you guys 90 seconds to lock in your votes for which one you want to have move on to the championship round. Is it The Little Mermaid or is it Mary Poppins? Throw your votes in starting right now. Also, hello to those people who are coming on right now. We do have a few people who just popped on between, I don't know if it's Facebook or YouTube, it doesn't tell me, but we are doing a battle of the best Disney soundtrack of all time. You guys are going through. Right now, it is either Mary Poppins or The Little Mermaid. Which one do you want to have move on to the final round here? Only one can move on, and only one can win. So is it Mary Poppins or The Little Mermaid that is moving on? You guys still have about 63 seconds left to throw your votes in. We do have a lot of people watching that are not voting right now. If it comes down to a tiebreaker and I have to do the tiebreaker again... Okay, you guys have about 30 seconds left. Again, the vote that's going on right now is between the Little Mermaid soundtrack and the Mary Poppins soundtrack. Throw your votes out into the world to figure out which one you want to have move on to the next round. It wasn't 30 seconds. It was like 45 seconds. Now it's 30 seconds. Oh, right now it's good. This is a close one, people. This is a really close one. Oh, my gosh. We got 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Throw your votes out there. All right, we got 4, 3, 2, 1. We got one vote for Beauty and the Beast. 2 for Little Beauty and the... I'm sorry, not Beauty and the Beast. Little Mermaid. We got 1 for Little Mermaid. 2 for Little Mermaid. We got 1 vote for Mary Poppins. Again, it was between Little Mermaid and Mary Poppins, right? Wait, this is getting stakes too high, and now I've got other people writing in. Okay, we just had about 10 more people join the chat room. So what we're gonna do, because I don't even know what the final vote is. I haven't scrolled all the way down, so I just know right now that Little Mermaid has 2 votes and Mary Poppins has 1. I can keep on scrolling down if we want to. Otherwise, let's give it 5 more seconds, or not 10 more seconds, 15 more seconds, whatever it is. If anyone wants to get a last-minute vote in here for either Little Mermaid or Mary Poppins, because from what I saw, it looks like it could be dead even right now. I don't know if we have 8 votes or 6 votes or 7 votes, but it could be what your vote is right now could be a tie-breaking vote if you throw the vote in here. I'm not going to scroll down. I know we've got people watching on Facebook. I know we got people voting on YouTube. I just don't know which one's going to be pulling up ahead here. So it does say we have some new comments popping up here. I just haven't seen them yet. Okay. So we got 1 for Little Mermaid. I keep on wanting to say Little Beauty and the Beast. Just because the comment before that is Beauty and the Beast. Okay, 1 vote for Little Mermaid. 2 for Little Mermaid. 2-1. Mary Poppins does vote. 2-2. Mary Poppins ties it up. 3-2. The Little Mermaid is in the lead. 3-3. Mary Poppins is tied it up here. 4-3. Little Mermaid is ahead. 4-4. Mary Poppins was in the lead. And that's it. Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. We've got more people. Oh, who? Okay. I don't know who out there is not voting, but I'm going to have to be the tiebreaker, it looks like. Or, wait a minute. Eric just came on. Said it's finally working. Okay. We've got a lot of people out there who have not voted yet. We're going to say if one of those people have not voted yet and they want to vote for Little Mermaid or Mary Poppins, the first one to pop up, first vote in for either Mary Poppins or Little Mermaid that pops up in the chat room, as long as it's not a person who's already voted, that will be what moves on to the next round. Mary Poppins or The Little Mermaid. Brett just voted Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid is moving on to the next round. What? Oh, and Mary Poppins got a vote literally seconds later. Little Mermaid is moving on to our final round. Wow. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, so if you've been with us before, wait a minute. Just making. First off, okay, we got a few things that we got to talk about here because no, and then we got Little Mermaid. Oh wait, apologize. Okay, if you've been with us before when we do these bracket series, then you probably remember that, of course, we don't want to just give a prize to the first place. We want to have it so the entire thing is wrapped up in a nice little package. So when we look back years from now and say, I wonder who won that soundtrack battle way back in 2025 on the Wednesday show, we can say, oh, well, the top three was X, Y, and Z. So right now it is time for you guys to determine what is the best soundtrack between our third and fourth place. Is it Aladdin or Mary Poppins? You are giving the award to third place right now. So throw your votes in. You've got 90 seconds to vote for either Aladdin soundtrack or the Mary Poppins soundtrack. We had one vote on Facebook there. Okay, it's Aladdin or Mary Poppins. Which one of you guys goes through and gets the next one here? This is crazy. You guys have about 30 more seconds to go. And I know what some people are thinking. When is this twist going to happen? The twist is really close to happening, people. So please just stay tuned. Our twist is still right around the corner. You just have to be calm. Okay, you guys are going to have about 15 more seconds here to throw your votes out. Okay, let's get to it. Let's start counting up. We got 1 for Aladdin, 2 for Aladdin, 2-1 with Mary Poppins, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5. It's a tie again. Okay, I'm going to be the tiebreaker. I'm giving third place to Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins, congratulations. You have won third place. Mary Poppins in third. Okay. I would also like to point out at this time, because I'm 100% positive that my predictions from the very start was Mary Poppins. I wrote that prediction on October 27th, 2024. So Mary Poppins, you had a good fight. I was wrong. I was right last time, but I was wrong this time. Okay, let's get to it. We are going to our championship round. This is the determining factor of what is the best Disney soundtrack of all time. And I know what you're thinking, what about the twist? What about the twist? What about the twist? Let's do this first, and then we'll kind of get to the twist here, because I think the twist is going to be an interesting thing if we get to it after we go through a vote. So, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is a soundtrack, of course, originally coming out in 1991. To just kind of give you a quick little recap of everything in the song, or in the soundtrack of Beauty and the Beast, we've got the prologue. We got the little town, it's a quiet village. We've got Gaston. No one shoots like Gaston. We got Be Our Guest. Be Our Guest. We've got There's Something Strange and Almost Kind, something there. We've got the mob song, Kill the Beast, Kill the Beast, Kill the Beast. And then, of course, Tale as Old as Time, Song as Old, Beauty and the Beast soundtrack. Going up against that, we've got The Little Mermaid. Now, The Little Mermaid, of course, coming out just 2 years prior, same exact duo writing the songs for both Beauty and the Beast and The Little Mermaid. So no matter what, Alan Menken and Howard Ashman are winners tonight. But started off with Fathoms Below. And then, of course, We Are the Daughters of Triton, followed by I Want to Be Where the People Are. We got The Seaweed is Always Greener in Somebody Else's Lake, followed by Poor Unfortunate Souls. Les Poissons. Les Poissons. How I love Les Poissons. I love it. Chop and the kill. Serve little fish. Boom, boom, boom. And, of course, there you see her sitting there across the way. But now it's time to vote, I say. It is time for you to decide. It's either Beauty and Beast or The Little Mermaid. Which one will die? Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Now's the time. You've got 2 times, 90 seconds to vote. And just to be fair, we got Kill the Beast. Okay, it's either Beauty and the Beast or The Little Mermaid. One of these soundtracks is going to be declared our winner right now on the Wednesday show. The other one is getting second place, which is a great prize still. It will still get a vacation for 2 off to Paris, France, where they can go back and actually see the actual filming locations of Beauty and the Beast. They get a chance to tour the cottage that Belle lived in. They get to take a trip to the Beast Castle, and of course, they get to take a trip under the sea as well, where they can go fathoms below to meet the Daughters of Triton. Which one will win our second place prize, and which one will win first place, which is just a simple congratulations. Only one can move on. Only one can win. It's all up to you guys to vote. You still have about 30 seconds left to throw your votes out there. Beauty and the Beast or The Little Mermaid. I feel like this is going to be a very close vote. So, if this comes down to a tiebreaker, oh, you know what? I got an idea for a tiebreaker. I have an idea for a tiebreaker because we have had the rule, and actually it came down to a tiebreaker another time. This might come down to a tiebreaker. Okay, we have a lot of people who just are joining us right now. If you're one of those people joining us right now, we are right now voting for the best Disney soundtrack of all time. This is literally the championship round right now. It is either Beauty and the Beast or The Little Mermaid. You are voting. Throw out your votes now to try to figure out which you want to have win. Oh, this is a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Okay, we're giving you guys 10 more seconds here just because we did have a lot of people who just signed on and logged on or kind of sitting there in the bleachers watching. All right, we got 1 vote for Beauty and the Beast, 2 for Beauty and the Beast, 2-1. Little Mermaid's got a vote. 2-2. It is a tie. 3-2. Little Mermaid has pulled into the lead. 4-2. Little Mermaid is ahead by 2. 4-3. Little Mermaid is barely in the lead. 5-3. Little Mermaid has won because a lot of people are watching and now voting. Little Mermaid is our champion of this bracket series. Yeah. I cannot believe Little Mermaid won. I did not see that one coming. I did not see that coming at all. However, I know you guys are thinking, you promised us a twist. Yes, I did. And the twist is something that only we can do if we have time. And yes, we've got time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I need you right now to choose. No, you know what we're going to do? There we go. That's going to make life a little bit easier. I need you right now to choose 2 numbers between 1 and 16, because the soundtrack of The Little Mermaid has a total of 20 songs. I just knocked out 4 at random. You guys are now trying to figure out what you think the best song in The Little Mermaid soundtrack is, because you've already said, you know what, I think The Little Mermaid is the best soundtrack of all time that Disney's ever done. Well done. However, now we need to go through and figure out what you think the best song in The Little Mermaid is. And we're going to do it bracket series because we got half an hour, so we may as well. We are starting off with 16. We're going to knock out 8, then we're going to knock out 4, then we're going to knock out 2, and then you're going to go through and we're going to declare another winner right now tonight on what you think the best Disney soundtrack, or not the best Disney, the best song in the Little Mermaid soundtrack is. I need 2 numbers. First 2 to pop up are going head to head. Number 7 against number 16. Number 7 against number 16. Okay. This is hilarious. Okay. Let's do this. I think the only way to make this a little, wait, what's going on here? There we go. That one, and then we're going to get rid of this one. All right. Okay, and okay, we can figure this out from here. So the best way to do this is to go through, and we're gonna take the hit tonight. We're gonna get copyright infringement tonight. If you're watching on Facebook, there is a chance that Facebook may kick us out, and you might have to go to YouTube because YouTube will just have it so I can't get any money for playing songs here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to play a little snippet from the different songs here. Mermaid soundtrack. I was not prepared. I had the Mary Poppins one up. I really was confident that Mary Poppins was going to win this entire thing, but then it did not. Okay, let's go here. Oh, we got commercials. Ignore the commercials. Okay. Our first one. By the way, these votes are going to go so much quicker. It's 30-second votes when we go through here. This is the Part of Your World reprise, where Ariel is now singing to Eric about how she wants to be part of Eric's world. Okay, going up against that beautiful rendition, we've got this song, which is probably the best instrumental of the entire movie. This is the tour of the kingdom. As they go through the kingdom, it's Ariel and Prince Eric on the carriage, and we got this lovely music playing in the background. So that is going to bring us to our first vote of this part of the voting process. Which one do you want to have move on to the next round? Is it the Part of the World, Your World reprise, or the Tour of the Kingdom? You've got 30 seconds and only 30 seconds to vote, because if we want to get through this quickly, that's going to be the only way we can do it. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. We got one vote for the reprise. 2, we got 2-1 right now. I do think the Tour of the Kingdom is a great song. You guys have 10 seconds left to vote. You got to be on top of your game for this round. Okay. And reprise is moving on to our next round here. Oh, wait, what's going on there? Okay. Okay, I need 2 numbers between the numbers of 1 and 14. First 2 to pop up in the chat room will be going head-to-head against one another. 2 numbers starting right now. First 2 numbers. Get your votes ready when we're going through here, because as you can see, the voting process for this one's going to go a whole lot quicker until we get to the final round here. Okay, we got number 1. Number 1 will be going up against number... That's the Ewok song from Return of the Jedi when they're about to go to battle. Number 1 against number 12. Those are the 2 that are going head-to-head against one another. Let's see what the competition is going to be. Okay. Oop, nope. That's not it. Number 12. Okay, let's start us off here with number 1. Oh, maybe not. There we go. This is going to be the song that's going to start off the entire film. It's a great song, too. Okay, let's get to the lyrics. Come on. There we go. Fathoms below, below. Okay, going against Fathoms Below, that's going to be the song that the sailors are singing at the very start of the film when they were there with Prince Eric, and he's like, "You've never heard of King Triton?" Against this one, which can be the song that is played. It's called The Storm. This one's being played as the storm is going on that takes Prince Eric and Max overboard. All instrumental. You guys have 30 seconds to start throwing your votes in right now. Which one do you want to have move on? The Storm or Fathoms Below? Start throwing your votes into the comments right now. Fathoms Below or The Storm? One or the other is going to win. Which one will it be? Which one will it be? I cannot see. Okay, you got about 20 seconds left to throw your votes in there. While we were going through and talking about the songs and playing the songs, you guys can start throwing those votes in right now too, because that way we can get the count done, because otherwise the time's not going to go through very quickly. We got Fathoms Below, Fathoms Below, Fathoms Below, Fathoms Below, Fathoms Below. You guys still have a few more seconds. Fathoms Below and 1 vote for Storm. You got 7 seconds left to vote, but it looks like Fathoms Below will be moving on to our next round here. Ooh. Okay, I need 2 numbers between the numbers of 1 and 12. First 2 numbers to pop up into the comments will be the 2 that are going head-to-head against one another and trying to get into the Elite 8. Which one will it be? Who knows? Well, you guys do, because the first 2 people who put it up will be the ones who determine the 2 songs going head-to-head against one another. We got number 3 against number 3 against what? What is it? What is it going to be? 3 against 12. 3 against 12 is going to be our matchup going on here. Let's get us started. I'm going to type while we figure this stuff out here. Oh, this is a good one. I like this one a lot. Okay, this is our first one. Oh, this is an ad for Lilo and Stitch. There we go. We are the daughters of Triton. That's the song. It's the Daughters of Triton, which is found at the very start of the film when they are singing about Ariel, and then Ariel is not there. Going up against that is going to be the song Flotsam and Jetsam, which is the score for Flotsam and Jetsam, the 2 eels that hang out with the one and only Cruella, or not Cruella, Ursula. Messing up my songs, man. Bum, 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 boom, bum, bum, boom. You got 30 seconds to throw your votes in. It is either the Daughters of Triton or Flotsam and Jetsam. Which one will be moving on to our next round here? Only you can determine the answer to this. Boom, bum, bum, boom, bum, boom, bum, bum, boom, bum. Wow, Flotsam and Jetsam gets a vote. The eels, Flotsam and what? I wasn't sure if we would get any of the instrumental only ones going through, but it looks like we might have a chance because we got 22 seconds left and we have a lot of votes for Flotsam and Jetsam. Right now we got Flotsam and Jetsam, Flotsam and Jetsam, Flotsam and Jetsam. 1 for the Daughters of Triton, Flotsam and Jetsam, Flotsam and Jetsam, Flotsam and Jetsam, Flotsam and Jetsam. Let's just declare it. Flotsam and Jetsam will be moving on to our next round. I need 2 numbers from you guys between the numbers of 1 and 10. Those 2 will be moving on into competition against one another as soon as you throw them in there. So first 2 to pop up will be it. That's all right. All right, we got number 7 against number 4. 7 against 4 is going to be our next head-to-head competition here. So we got 7 against 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay. We knew it was going to happen at some point, but it's happening right now. Is that really what it is? Okay, you guys asked for it. You guys voted for these ones to go head-to-head against each other, and these ones are going to go head-to-head against each other. By golly. Okay, starting us off. Woods. There you see her, sitting there across the way. Probably one of the most iconic songs in the entire soundtrack. Kiss the Girl. And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. You wanna kiss the girl. Going up against Kiss the Girl is another iconic soundtrack, or another iconic song that you just can't help but fall in love with. Sung by the exact same character as the previous one. Ignore the... There we go. The winner of Best Original Song. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Okay, we've got 2 songs that are both amazing songs. Under the Sea or Kiss the Girl. Which one do you want to have move on to the next round? Only you can prevent forest fires, but also only you can figure out what is going to go on. Is it Kiss the Girl or Under the Sea? Both amazing songs. I don't know which one is going to move on, honestly. I love both of them so much. Both of them sung by Sebastian the Crab. Yeah, this is tough. But remember, you only have 30 seconds to vote in this round. Okay, you guys have 7 seconds left to vote. Ooh, this thing is coming down to the wire, people. We got Under the Sea, Under the Sea, Under the Sea, Under the Sea. Ugh, this is tough. Under the Sea, but both are good songs. Kiss the Girl, Under the Sea will be moving on to the next round. And that means you guys have to choose a number between the numbers 1 and 8. Which one do you want to have going into the next round here? 1 and 8, 2 things going head-to-head against one another right now. Throw them to the comments. First 2 to pop up will be going head-to-head against one another. We got number 4 against number 2. 4 against 2 in our next round here. Okay. Let's start us off. Okay, we got this one right here. The main title sequence. Main title sequence, an amazing song, if you ask me. I personally do love it. Going up against it is our villain song. I admit that in the past I've been in nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me a witch. But you find that nowadays. All right, you guys have 30 seconds. Start throwing your votes in there. Which one do you want to have move on to the next round? The main title sequence or the Poor Unfortunate Souls? Start throwing your votes in right now. Only one can move on to our Elite 8. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. Although I do like the main title sequence. It's just da 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 da. All right, you guys have 9 seconds left to throw your votes in there. Main title, I hear it and I feel like a kid. That's a good enough reason for me. It does. That main title sequence does just transport you right to that movie. But Poor unfortunate souls, 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 souls, and of course, against the main title, poor unfortunate souls is moving on to our next round here. I need 2 numbers from you guys between the numbers of 1 and 6. First 2 to pop up will be going head to head against one another. 1 and 6. I'm falling behind you, people. I apologize. I need like an assistant up here with me. All right, we got number 1 against number 4. 1 against 4 are going to be going head to head against one another. Let's find out what number 1 and number 4 are going to be. As soon as we figure out. Do that. Okay, and then this. All right, 1 and 4. Okay. And this is going to be our first head-to-head, specifically score of the song thing. We have, first off, our fanfare. This is going to be the song that is found at the start of the thing when King Triton is coming in. All right, and going up against the fanfare, which is what this is called, we get the fireworks. It's going to be from the very end of the film. Or not the very end, but this is when... Oh, no, you know what this is? This is when Ariel sees the fireworks up in the sky when she's, like, just finished singing. This is actually a really good one. Okay. 30 seconds starts right now. Either the fanfare or fireworks. Which one do you have move on to the next round? Bum 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 bum. This is a great soundtrack. You guys did well here. Okay. You guys have, it looks like 7 seconds left to vote. And now I'm just making up numbers. I don't know if it's 7 seconds or not, but I just see the votes right now are fireworks, 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 fireworks. We are moving the fireworks on to our next round here. I need 2 numbers from you between 1 and 4. As always, whatever is not chosen, that will be automatically it's going to be then the other 2 going head to head against each other. So first 2 numbers pop up going head to head, followed by the other ones. So 2 against 3 are going against each other, which means also number 1 and 4 going against each other. 2 and 3 against each other. Okay, we got them. This is just so hectic right now. If anyone's looking for a job as an assistant that doesn't pay at all, let me know. Okay, let's start us off with this banger. Les poissons, how I love les poissons. This is, of course, the song that Chef Louis is singing when he's like about to kill Sebastian. Going up against this is the jig. This sounds similar to some of the other songs, but this is going to be when they are dancing in the square. It's similar to the when they're driving around on the carriage, but this one is going to be the one where they're sitting there dancing. Okay, you guys have 30 seconds left to vote. 3 your votes in right now. Is it Les Poissons, spelled Lespoissons, or Jig, Jig? Or you can do LP versus Jig if you want to make it a little bit easier for you. Les Poissons, how I love Les Poissons. I chop and I serve a little fish. Boom, boom, boom. First, I chop off their heads, then I pull out their bones. You got 15 seconds left to vote. So, les poissons, hee hee hee, ho ho ho. With my liver, I chop them in two. Then I pull out what's inside and I serve it unfried because I love little fishies, don't you? All right, we got Le Poisson, Le Poisson, Le Poisson, Le Poisson is going all the way around to our next round there. Oh, yeah. Okay, so by default, then our final two is going to be these two songs, both of them great songs. Our first one is going to be The Destruction of the Grotto. This is going to be when King Triton comes in and he starts to destroy everything in the grotto. And then Ariel starts crying, then we start crying. And she's like, you'll never understand, Daddy. You'll never understand. It's very dramatic. Very dramatic. Going up against this is the original Part of Your World, not the reprise. We had the reprise earlier. This is now the actual song, Part of Your World, when she's there in the grotto and she's singing about gadgets and gizmos aplenty, etc., etc. You've got 30 seconds to throw your votes in. Is it The Destruction of the Grotto or Part of Your World? Throw your votes in starting right now. You got 30 seconds. Gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I mean, both songs are good, but I think we should all vote for the same one here. I will be shocked if somehow, some way, The Destruction of the Grotto pulls out in this one. Keep waiting for Jody Benson to walk into your condo saying, I've tried to get Jody Benson on the show before. She has not answered my emails. Okay. Let's go through here. We got Part of Your World, 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 Part of Your World. Part of Your World is moving on to our next round here. Yeah. Okay, we are going on from Elite 8 to the Final 4. I need two numbers between the numbers of 1 and 8. First two to pop up head-to-head against one another will be our first two matched up here. All right, 1 through 8, first two to pop up head to head. Number 2 against number 8. Number 2 against number 8. Okay, what's number 2? What's number 8? All right, this has all now been randomly. All the next ones are all just randomly put in between 1 and 8. So, if you think that number 8 was Le Poisson, because that was that the last one that won? No, Part of Your World was. That's not exactly how it works. So, first up in our next one is.
I earn a living by helping people get rid of their timeshares.
I don't care about your timeshares. I want. There we go. Under the Sea. The sea is better than anything they got up there. All right, Under the Sea, you heard it earlier, against Les Poissons. Just put Les Poissons through it just a few minutes ago. Les Poissons. Oh, I need one of you guys, or not one of you guys. I need you guys to vote. You have 30 seconds. Is it Under the Sea or Les Poissons? Which one do you want to have move on to the final 4? Again, we're going to be doing rapid fire here because we got to get through final 4, final 2, final 1, and then champion for this one as well. Our bracket within a bracket. We're going into extra innings tonight. You guys we haven't got any more subscribers, but that's okay. I'm having fun. Hopefully you guys are having fun too. Under the Sea, 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 Under the Sea. I don't know how to spell. Under the Sea, Under the Sea. Les Poissons, Les Poissons. Under the Sea is moving on to our next round here. I need 2 numbers from you guys between the numbers of 1 and 6 now. Which one would you like to have, or which 2 numbers? First 2 to pop up are going to be going head-to-head against one another in the battle. Okay, we got number 6. We got number 1. 6 and 1 going head-to-head against one another here. Let's see what 6 and 1 are. Oh, wait. These are both good songs. I like, you know what? This whole soundtrack is good. Like, I'm kind of, when you guys first crowned this as the victor, I was like, I don't know about this, but overall, it's pretty good. All right. First off is the first song in the entire film, Fathoms Below. This was actually number 6. It's not number 1. All right. And going up against Fathoms Below is going to be this song. This is a great song. This is going to be the Part of Your World reprise. This is where she's singing to Eric about how she wishes to be part of his world, not just part of your world, but part of his world specifically. You guys have 30 seconds to vote. Either Fathoms Below or the Under the Sea reprise.
Stay here beside you. What would I do to see you?
Staring at me.
Where would we walk? Where would we run? If we could stay all day.
This is a tough competition, people. Okay, we got 15 seconds left to throw your votes out there. Gives me time to drink water here real quick. All right, we got 5, 4, 3, 2. We got reprise, Fathoms, reprise, the pre-reprise, reprise. I don't know. I think I've always said reprise, and now I'm like second guessing myself. I think it's reprise. I've heard people say the word reprise before. And the only time I've heard people talk about a reprise is when you get a prize and then you re-gift it. Okay, Part of Your World reprise. Reprise? Okay, I need 2 numbers from you, 1 through 4. Every time I type, nothing works. Eric, you're more than welcome to send me text messages with your votes too, and I will read those along too. We will count messages as well. Okay, we got number 1, and again and number 2, 1 against 2, and then that means 3 against 4 is going to also be going head to head against one another to figure out what our next thing's going to be. Okay, we got that one versus that one, and then that one. Against that one. Okay. Let's start us off with the only one that you guys sent through that was just a song, right? Or just instrumental. This is going to be the song when Ariel is in the cavern. She just finished singing Part of Your World. And then she realizes something's up above the surface in the form of fireworks. This is a good song. Like, this is a really good song. Going up against this song, oh no, is another one that's just instrumental. This one is Flotsam and Jetsam, the 2 eels for Ursula. This is their song whenever they like come into the picture. You have 30 seconds to throw your votes in between the fireworks or Flotsam and Jetsam. One of these is going on the final 4. It is up to you guys. You've got 30 seconds to throw your votes in, starting right now. Okay, which one is going to be moving on? Which one is going to be staying? I have no idea. This is going to actually be a very close one. I think both these songs are very good songs, but at the same time, I think I know which one I would vote for. I just don't know if everyone else would vote for this one as well. Okay, you guys have about 12 seconds left to throw your votes out there. This is to get into the final 4. This bracket is getting crazy. For those of you guys who are just joining us, the bracket series ended earlier with The Little Mermaid winning the best Disney soundtrack of all time. And then we shifted gears, and then we just went straight into a brand new bracket series where it was the actual soundtrack going head to head against one another. Okay, we got fireworks, eels. Sorry, now that's a 2-2 vote. 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, 5-3, 6-3, 7-3. Flotsam and Jetsam moving on. Wow. I will be fully honest with you. If that came down to a tie and I had to be the one who did the tiebreaker, I would have voted for fireworks. So good for you guys. Okay, our final one to get into the final two. This is going to be between, let's find our songs here. This one right here.
Maybe he's right. Maybe there is something the matter with me. I just don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything?
Okay, part of your world, classic. Yeah, let's get to the big part. No. Wait. Ignore that.
No big deal. Oh, feet. And why does it? What's the
Word burn. Going up against this is gonna be this song of Ursula. Let's.
Have we got a deal?
30 seconds starts right now. Now I got a voice. The boss is on a roll. Oh wait, part of your world or poor unfortunate souls. You guys have that 90 seconds, or I'm sorry, not 90 seconds. You get 30 seconds. Throw your votes in. Poor unfortunate souls or part of your world. Whoa, the chat room is blowing me away right now. Okay, the chat room is not completely blowing me away anymore. Part of your world or poor unfortunate souls. The chat room is really blowing me away right now. You guys have like 8 seconds left to vote, but wow. I did not see this one coming. Okay, we got poor unfortunate souls. Part of your world. That is a 3-1 vote right now. 4-1, 4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3, 6-4. Poor unfortunate souls is moving on. I really did not see that coming. I just assumed part of your world was going to be walking its way into the finale here. Poor unfortunate souls. Okay. Souls. Okay, I need two numbers between the numbers of 1 and 4. This is going to determine our matchup to get into the championship, and it's also going to figure out what our next matchup is going to be to also get into the championship. So we are literally looking for 1 through 4. First two numbers to pop up. We'll be going head to head against one another. We got a 4. We also have another 4. We're not going to put it against itself. 4 against 2, which also means that 1 against 3. That is actually the exact same matchup we had earlier as well tonight. Okay, so and then okay, these two are going to be determining what is going to be moving on to our championship round here. We've got, starting us off, again, just to put in context, Ariel has just saved Eric. She's sitting on the rocks. She's looking off at him, and she starts to sing. Oh, no, I almost had that. And she starts to sing. Come on, do it. There we go.
What would I do to see you?
It's the final 4. We'll listen to the majority of the song.
Where would we walk? Where would we run? If we could stay all day in the sun, just you and me, and I could be part of your
Oh, wait, going up against Party World Reprise is just instrumental, but it's Flotsam and Jetsam. You guys just had Flotsam and Jetsam move over the fireworks. Now is Flotsam and Jetsam going to take down the reprise of Party Your World? Who knows? Only you do, because the vote comes down to you guys. It's a good song. You got 30 seconds to vote, so you might as well make your vote heard here, people. I'm blown away. I'm blown away by how Flotsam and Jetsam keeps on getting votes. Like, I think it's a good song, but this is the whole song. Okay, let's go through and check out our votes here. We got one for the Party Your World, 1-1, 2-1. Eels are in the lead. 2-2, 3-2. The Eels are in the lead. 4-2, 4-3, 4-4. We right now have a tie. 5-4 with Party World Reprise. 6-4. Party World is moving on to our championship round. Okay. Part of your world. Okay, and then finally, to also get into the final round here, we have. This is so crazy. Where is it at? Let's get it. Here we go.
The only way to get what you want.
Let's get to.
Nowadays, I've mended all my ways, repented in the night and made a switch. 2 years, and I fortunately
They know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed.
And you lady, please don't laugh. I use it on behalf of the miserable, lonely, and depressed. Pathetic. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor unfortunate souls, so sad, so true.
Okay, going up against Poor Unfortunate Souls is going to be the one, the only, the Academy Award winner for Best Song this year.
Ariel, listen to me. The human world is a mess. Life under the sea is better than anything they got up there. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about gold.
All right, you guys have 30 seconds to throw your votes in. Poor Unfortunate Souls or Under the Sea, which one do you want to have move on to the final round here?
Such wonderful things around you.
What more is you looking for, Bonham? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Out in the sun, they slave away. You got 12 seconds left to throw your votes in there. This is pretty close here, people. Okay, you got 4 seconds left. Let's start counting. 1 for Poor Unfortunate Souls. 2. It is a 2-1, 3-1, 4-1 for Poor Unfortunate Souls. 4-2, 4-3, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5. Oh my gosh, we've got people who are watching who have not voted yet. If you're one of the people who is watching and not voting right now, we're going to give you 15 seconds to throw a vote in for either Poor Unfortunate Souls or Under the Sea. If you don't decide, I have to be the deciding factor, and I do not want to be the deciding factor for what goes into the final round here. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Just in case one of those people who does not do it, we're going to Instagram. Okay, guys. Okay. Why is the Frank family always on the same page? Did you all have an intervention? We're going to see if no one votes in the next few minutes here. Hey guys, we are doing a vote over on my poll right now. It is a tiebreaker. This is going to figure out what goes into the championship round. Which song from Little Mermaid is the better song? Is it Under the Sea or Poor Unfortunate Souls? You've got like a minute to vote. Whatever is going to have more votes in a minute, that's going to be what moves through. All right, so now we got to just make a poll real quick here. And by the way, if you follow me on Instagram, you guys are more than welcome to go on to. You're more than welcome to go on my story too and throw your vote in there. Okay. And it's still posting. It's still posting. And as soon as it's up, we're gonna put a timer on for. Well, I'm gonna look at the clock that's up here on my thing. As soon as it's up. By the way, I can vote too. I will vote for what I like more. It's still loading. Still loading. But we're gonna give them 1 minute. This will be the determining factor for what goes through, unless before this story uploads, someone out there who is watching, because we do have multiple people watching right now who did not vote at all. Because 10 votes is not how many people we have. We have more than 10 people who are watching right now. Under the Sea, or Poor Unfortunate Souls. No. We have always said that when it comes down to the final rounds, I cannot be the deciding. Like we need to have a tiebreaker. Under the Sea, we just got our final vote there. The story is not uploaded yet. The story is still uploading. Under the Sea is moving on to our final round here. Okay. Wow. So that brings us, people, to the final vote of the evening. Now, in order to go through and do a little recap, because we always do a recap, and I think a recap is needed, we have to go back all the way. While we do this, remember, part of your world, you know what? Start throwing your votes in. Part of your world reprise or Under the Sea. Those are our final two votes. Choose which one you want. While you guys go through, I'm going to give you, until I stop talking about all of this, to figure out your vote. Let's go through the entire history, because this entire bracket started off with you guys randomly choosing 64 different Disney soundtracks. And with those, we started throwing in different random matchups between two different people, with you guys choosing numbers between 1 and 64, and then 1 and 32, and then 1 and 16, etc., etc., etc. So it all started off with Little Mermaid taking down Swiss Family Robinson. In the very next round, Little Mermaid took on Hercules and took him down, showing that she could go the distance. Then Little Mermaid went against Mickey's PhilharMagic, where once again she figured out that she was an e-ticket attraction, unlike Mickey's PhilharMagic. Going into our next round, Little Mermaid took down Coco, and then after Little Mermaid took down Coco, it took down Mary Poppins to get into the final round, where Little Mermaid went head-to-head against Beauty and the Beast. Then we took 16 of the songs from The Little Mermaid, and we started putting them head-to-head against one another as well. One of those, of course, being part of the world reprise, and the other one being Under the Sea. Under the Sea took down Kiss the Girl, and then, of course, on the other side of things, the part of your world reprise, what did it take down? Wait a minute, where's my notes? It took down the Fathoms Below from the very start of the film. No, that's our next round. Where's the surprise twist? I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. It took down Tour of the Kingdom, and then after it took down Tour of the Kingdom, then the reprise took down Fathoms Below, while Under the Sea would take out Les Poissons. Eventually, part of your world reprise would take down Flotsam and Jetsam, and Under the Sea took down Poor Unfortunate Souls, which brings us through thick and thin, through the craziest competition. We've been doing this since October, people. And now it comes down to one. Which one is the best song in the best Disney soundtrack, all voted by you? Is it Part of Your World reprise or Under the Sea? You've got we'll give you 15 more seconds to vote just because I'm feeling generous and I have no idea what's going on in the chat room because I was looking at my Word document going through and figuring out exactly what was going on. All right. After all of that craziness, all that chaos, we are here. Over 6 months later, determining the winner. We got 1 vote for Under the Sea, 2 for Under the Sea, 3 for Under the Sea, 4 for Under the Sea, 5 for Under the Sea, 6 for Under the Sea, and 1 for Party World. Ladies and gentlemen, the best song, according to you, from the best soundtrack, according to you, is Under the Sea. That was crazy. So when we started this, did anyone out there think Little Mermaid was going to win? And did you think that then you would determine that Under the Sea was the greatest song and the greatest soundtrack of all time? Probably not. Oh, hey. With that being said, tonight's episode was sponsored by our one, our only Patreon. Patreon. The seaweed is always greener unless you have Patreon pals. Then it is greener here because of Patreon pals. If you are one of them, give us an oh yeah. Everyone knows the best song is the Scuttlebutt. The Scuttlebutt's a good song. That is a very good song. Thank you everyone out there for joining us. Thank you for joining us on this crazy bracket series that started literally like 6 months ago. You're amazing for sticking through. Next week, we are going to be coming back with a completely different Wednesday show. We're not going to be doing a new bracket for quite a little bit, but overall, we are going to be having a whole lot of fun talking all about Disney with you lovely people out there. So thank you everyone for joining us, not just tonight, for this entire crazy bracket series. I had no idea that you guys thought The Little Mermaid was going to be the best soundtrack, but here we are with The Little Mermaid being the best soundtrack. As always, remember that anything can happen if you let it. Until next time, have a great week, everybody. And remember, the seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. What wonderful things are around you. What more is you looking for? But under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore, they work all day. Out in the sun, they slave away. But bye-bye. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Goodbye now. Remember, guys, anything can happen if you let it. Have a great night, everybody. Are they gone? Are they gone? Oh, good. My cheeks are just killing me. I just can't stand this kind of pressure.